Good evening. We are your presenters for tonight's edition of Emo Nightly News for January 9th, 2026. So, Anna Benjamin.
And Rick Francis. In the headlines this evening, Cabinet tours construction of international airport site. Fine Foods customers won magical sweepstakes. CTO monitors Venezuela developments after weekend airspace closure disrupts travel. Chinese-born businessman accused of running massive online scam arrested in Cambodia. And Dominica Athletics Association announces development meet number 2. Details of these stories and more coming up next. Stay with us.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest jackpot ever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited. I can't hide it. The new Blast jackpot rising. And I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive jackpot.
It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
And up first in local news, the Prime Minister and other government officials toured the airport construction site on Thursday. The Prime Minister said that he is quite pleased with the work being done so far.
It has really been a real undertaking, considering our natural terrain. But we are all pleased with the progress thus far. The runway is basically settling. After this rainy season in 2026, they'll be ready to apply the surface, concrete and asphalt surfacing to the runway. The tunnel is under construction, and I understand it will be completed by October of this year. The tunnel will connect Wesley to Woodfordale, of course, to Portsmouth, as we have challenges in creating easier connectivity from Wesley across to Woodfordale.
Honorable Prime Minister Skerrit also addressed the work being done at the Bosch.
The Bosch project, as you can see, there has been dramatic work being done insofar as putting in place the mitigation measures as recommended by the environmental impact assessment. So if you go there inside, and I believe it's important to take you inside at some point as the media, so you can see the number of things that have been done. All of them are recommendations from experts, from professionals in the field, what you can do to mitigate against the impact. If you compare the Bosch site now to what it was 3 weeks ago, there's been a dramatic change of the thing. You don't see mud on the road anymore. You don't see mud rolling down from the road from the site. All of those measures have been taken in place. Because the reality is, my dear, that there are measures you can put in place to mitigate against the impact.
Parliamentary Representative and Minister of Public Works, Honorable Fidel Grant, also expressed his satisfaction with the project's progression and the impact it is expected to have on his constituency.
I am very much satisfied in the way that the government treated them, and I ensure that they were treated properly as the parliamentary representative. In terms of employment, while under construction, we have a number of persons who are employed here on site. We have from the security officers to the drivers to the laborers to the young ladies who cook in the kitchen. So there are a number of persons from the constituency who are employed here on this project. If you passed through Wesley earlier today and you would have noticed 1 or 2 young men on the block, that is because they work the night shift. But in terms of employment, the large part of the constituency is employed. As we have said before, if you want to work, there is work in the country. So a large part of the constituency in terms of our young men, our young women are employed, not just here on this project, but across different entities within the constituency.
He also issued a call for residents to invest in businesses to support the airport development.
In terms of small business, we have an increase in terms of the number of renters who are already within the constituency. We have at least 5 renters within the constituency, and over the last 5 or 6 months, we have seen them increasing and upgrading their fleet, so that's important to note. We also have about 5 or 6 Airbnbs who were added to the recently, so we have a total of about 12. So we have a significant increase in terms of small businesses. In terms of our food establishment, We still require a few more, so persons who are interested, that's an area that I'm encouraging persons who have a culinary skills to get into, because we do not have enough food in any day to feed the visitors in the Wesley constituency. So I'm urging constituents who have that skill to get into food. So in terms of moving forward, I'd like to just urge my constituents to prepare themselves, because we are already benefiting and we continue to benefit.
Presently, work is being done on the base of the tunnel as well as the terminal, airstrip, and other important buildings. The sashing ceremony for Miss Dominica 2026 contestant number 2, Dana Eugene, was held today, January 9, 2026, at Auto Trade Limited. The ceremony featured remarks from a representative of Auto Trade Limited, who expressed pride in partnering with the Miss Dominica pageant and pledged continued support for youth development and national culture.
Sponsorship goes far beyond financial support. It represents belief, encouragement, and an investment in potential. By supporting Dana, we are nurturing a young woman who embodies grace, intelligence, ambition, and values that inspire others. These contributions provide her with the opportunity to represent not only herself, but her platform, from silence to strength, empowering lives, inspiring hope. At Auto Trade, we are about to provide an exceptional service, offering top-of-the-line vehicles, private and commercial, supporting our community and nurturing relationships.
Contestant number 2, Dana Eugene, also addressed those present, expressing gratitude for the sponsorship and reaffirming her commitment to representing herself and the Commonwealth of Dominica with confidence, grace, and purpose throughout her pageant journey.
It is with immense pride that I stand humbly before you today, officially sashed by Island Car Rentals and Valvoline. Proudly operating under their parent company, Auto Trade Limited, a company that believes in quality service, strong relationships, and investing in people. I am especially grateful to my employers at Island Car Rentals and Auto Trade Limited for your continued support, mentorship, and the many opportunities that you provide, both within and beyond the workplace. Your investment in me on this journey is a powerful affirmation that my contributions are valued.
Remarks were also delivered by a representative of the Discover Dominica Authority, who highlighted the Miss Dominica pageant as a key platform for empowerment, cultural promotion, and national pride, while wishing Dana success in the competition.
Island Car Rental speaks to our shared commitment and empowering young women, supporting national development, and investing in leadership for the future. Through this collaboration, we reaffirm our belief that pageantry is a platform for growth, advocacy, and meaningful representation. Dana, as you continue your journey towards Miss Dominica National Queen title, we encourage you to walk with confidence, authenticity, and purpose. Carry your community with pride, use your voice wisely, and allow your actions to reflect the values of excellence and service. On behalf of Discover Dominica Authority, Island Car Rental, Valvoline, and Auto Trade Limited, and all other partners, congratulations once again. Today, you're Miss Dominica, Island Car Rental, Valvoline, and we wish you every success and the exciting journey to the front. Thank you.
Entrepreneurs and like-minded progressives are looking forward to Sunday for the Progressism Summit 2026, the brainchild of Lizra Fabian. This year will be a summit and experience beginning on Sunday 11 with the option of participating virtually. Let's hear an update from founder Lizra Fabian.
Progressism is at its 5th year, and this year our theme is Bridging Caribbean and African Excellence, Progress Without Borders. This is not just a conference, but it's a bridge. It's a bridge between the Caribbean and Africa, a bridge between ideas and opportunities. And this year, one of the opportunities is that you don't have to be in Dominica to only experience progressism, but we have an online version, and we have a means of anyone who wants to join us to connect on progressism. So you could find more information at our event page or on our social media pages, The Progressive Mind on Facebook or on Instagram. In addition to the summit, which is being held at Intercontinental in Dominica, we'll be having the experience, which includes additional experiences that helps us to open our mind in terms of understanding more about Dominica, but also connecting in different ways. So on Monday, we'll be visiting the geothermal plant, and on Thursday, we'll be ending with the sunset cruise. We thank everyone who's contributed to progressism, all our speakers, our sponsors, and everyone who play a key role in making this a success. We look forward to engaging all our attendees online as well as in person on Sunday. Thank you very much.
And with some exciting news, 2 local residents are celebrating after being named winners in the Fine Foods Inc. Magical Sweepstakes. The second and third sweepstakes winners are Milen Casimir and Donnell Lord, who won $2,000 and $2,500 respectively. Let's hear from the jubilant winners.
How did you feel? I know you're watching your friend. Like,
Me, man, I was like, yay, but I'm like, what? I won? Okay, but I remember the day I put my name in the box. I didn't know what it was for. I remember I put in, I said, in Jesus' name, I have to win something at Fresh Market. That's what I said.
She manifested that.
I didn't know what it was for. I just put my name and I move out. Wow. And God make it happen. God make it happen. God
You remember how much you spent on that day?
About $207, something like that.
You remember what you bought?
Girl, plenty things. I always shopping.
How do you feel right now?
I'm excited, especially for my kids.
Yes, especially for your kids. Wow, that's a responsible mom. God bless you. And tell us, who do you have if you are your sidekick today?
Well, my sister, Millie Casimir.
All right. Are you twins?
No, I'm twins.
All right. Where's Millie? Okay, Millie somewhere. I'm going to see her in the action. You guys, I'm sure, had an opportunity to strategize and decide how you're going to do things.
Yes, we are.
Kudos to Fine Foods for giving back to their customers. Now, let's hear from Fine Foods representative.
Join us on the road, Carnival opening. You know, Fresh Market is always there for you during the Carnival season. All of your essentials. Thank you to all the shoppers who are shopping with us for the Christmas season. Happy New Year to everyone.
Yes.
A prosperous New Year. And keep on shopping with Fresh Market. Keep on shopping with Best Price. You can keep on shopping with Cash and Carry, because there's more chances to win big throughout the entire season, throughout the entire year. You know, JL is our brand ambassador. She might have something for you.
You never know. You never know.
Might have something for you.
You never know. You never know.
So just stay tuned to our social media pages. Thank you, customers. And, you know, join us on the road tomorrow. It's Mass Halloween.
Also, the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, ECSC, will officially usher in the new law year with its traditional ceremonial opening under the theme, The ECSC, Justice That Endures, anchored in independence, strengthened through trust. For 2026, the Commonwealth of Dominica has been selected as the host member state, and the Court of Appeal will hold its first scheduled sitting for the year in Dominica. Activities will begin on Sunday, January 11, 2026, with a church service at Our Lady of Fatima Church, Victoria Street, Roseau, starting at 9 a.m. Also on Monday, January 12, 2026, a ceremonial procession will take place from the Magistrates Court to the State House, featuring an inspection of the guard. This will be followed by a special sitting of the court at 10 a.m. The feature address will be delivered by Justice Mr. Alvin Paria Singh, who resides in St. Lucia and will speak live from Dominica. Contestants in the Miss DSC Mass Jamboree recently took part in a planned retreat as part of the preparation for the upcoming show scheduled for February. The retreat focused on team building, personal development, self-care, and overall readiness for the stage, providing the young women with valuable tools as they continue their journey toward the crown. Organizers have extended heartfelt thanks to all those who contributed to making the retreat a meaningful and successful experience. Their continued support is helping to shape confident, well-prepared contestants ahead of the competition. And finally, in local news, Dominica welcomes Carnival 2026 tomorrow, Saturday, as the streets come alive with culture, color, rhythm, and tradition at the official opening of Mass Dominic, the real Mass. The opening parade will set the tone for the entire Carnival season, bringing together traditional Mass, contemporary bands, Carnival pageant contestants, children's groups, community organizations, corporate partners, and Dominica's cultural icons. Among those to be honored is legendary costume designer Danley Guy, in recognition of his outstanding contribution to Dominican culture. Patrons can expect a powerful and vibrant display of Dominican creativity throughout the afternoon. The parade route begins along the E.O. Libla Highway at the St. Alphonsus grounds, continues along Goodwill Road, crosses the E.C. Loblack Bridge, and proceeds through Independence Street, King George V Street, Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard, and Kennedy Avenue. Look out for EmoNews tomorrow as we bring you live coverage of the official opening of Carnival 2026. And that's all for the local news this evening. Stay tuned for the regional segment coming up next.
We're at the different phases in life. We move at a different pace. All we need is to be supported. Cause when the baby's coming, business needs revamping, the new job started, and you need an outfit. Let momentum hook you up. Momentum will hook you up. The wedding's planning, rent due dates coming. Momentum is your support financing. Let momentum hook you up. Momentum will hook you up.
First up in regional news, the Twin Island Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis has become the latest Caribbean country to enter into an agreement to host third country deportees from the United States. Prime Minister Honorable Terence Drew has confirmed that St. Kitts and Nevis has signed a memorandum of understanding with the U.S. to accept a limited number of deportees who are not nationals of the Federation. The PM said that the agreement is part of ongoing diplomatic engagement with the U.S. and applies only to nationals of CARICOM member states, excluding Haiti. He emphasized that the arrangement is tightly controlled, with safeguards preventing the acceptance of violent offenders or individuals convicted of sexual crimes. The Prime Minister said the government remains focused on protecting national security while upholding responsible regional and international partnerships. St. Lucia has launched its annual Nobel Laureate Festival, celebrating the lives and legacies of the country's two Nobel Prize winners, Sir William Arthur Lewis and Sir Derek Walcott. The month-long festival was officially launched on January 6 under the theme Celebrating Excellence, Honoring Our Legacy, Shaping Our Tomorrow. It pays tribute to Sir Arthur Lewis, who received the Nobel Prize in Economics more than 40 years ago, and Sir Derek Walcott, who was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature 13 years later. The festival program includes memorial lectures, exhibitions, workshops, essay competitions, book launches, musical tributes, concerts, and other commemorative activities. A major highlight will be musical performances by schools across Castries on January 23rd, Nobel Laureate Day, which also marks the shared birthday of the two laureates born 10 years apart. And finally, in regional news, the Caribbean Tourism Organization, CTO, and its 25 member destinations have been closely monitoring recent geopolitical developments in Venezuela and the temporary airspace closure that disrupted travel over the past weekend. The CTO emphasized that the region has extensive experience handling external disruptions and has shown strong resilience in its tourism industry. The organization thanked airline partners for increasing capacity so travelers could continue their journeys and praised the accommodation sector for its flexibility in assisting affected guests, all vital to protecting the region's economic engine. Cruise and air travel within the Caribbean remain operational, and advanced bookings are strong. The CTO encouraged travelers to proceed with their plans, reassuring partners and visitors that the Caribbean remains open for business and ready to welcome all. Under its 2026 theme, One Caribbean, Infinite Experiences, the CTO invites travelers to explore the region's diverse offerings, from world-class resorts and boutique hotels to breathtaking eco-adventures and vibrant culture, while enjoying the warm hospitality that defines the Caribbean. And that's all for regional news. Stay tuned for international news coming up. And internationally, a Chinese-born businessman accused of leading a vast online scam empire has been arrested in Cambodia and extradited to China. Cambodian officials say Chen Zi, the founder of the Prince Group, was handed over after months of cooperation with Chinese authorities. U.S. prosecutors allege Chen ran a multi-billion-dollar fraud operation from Cambodia using heavily guarded compounds where trafficked workers were forced to carry out cryptocurrency and investment scams targeting victims around the world. He was indicted by the United States last year on fraud and money laundering charges, and governments across several regions have since moved to seize assets linked to his companies. Cambodia says Chen's citizenship was revoked ahead of the extradition. His company has denied the allegations, and there has been no immediate comment from Chinese or U.S. officials. Also on the international scene, anger is mounting in Papua New Guinea after the government ordered Starlink to shut down its internet services, leaving businesses, schools, and health clinics struggling to stay connected. Regulators say the satellite provider does not have a license to operate in the country and must remain offline until legal approvals are resolved. Starlink had been widely used in remote and rural areas where mobile networks are unreliable or non-existent, serving thousands of people, including entire villages. Since the shutdown in mid-December, businesses report disrupted payments and communications, while teachers and health workers warn the loss of internet access is affecting students and delaying urgent medical care. Authorities say they are now awaiting guidance from the courts or the ombudsman, with no timeline given. Starlink says it hopes to resume services once approvals are granted, as pressure grows on the government to restore access. And finally, on the international scene, Japan's so-called Tuna King has shattered records at Tokyo's New Year fish auction, paying $2.4 million for a massive bluefin tuna. Sushi entrepreneur Kiyoshi Kimura bought the 243-kilogram fish at the Toyosu market, the highest price ever paid since records began. The tuna, caught off Japan's northern coast, has been prepared for Kimura's restaurant chain, where it's being served as sushi to mark a lucky start to the year. Despite the eye-watering auction price, individual sushi rolls are selling for just a few pounds, drawing crowds eager to sample the historic catch. And that's all for international news. We'll be right back with sports.
And now for the sports segment. The Neville Moose Pair basketball tournament continues this Sunday in Marigot, with 2 exciting matches set for the night. The Paybush Eagles will take on the Daru Falcons in Game 1, and Marigot Sunrise will take on the BAA Sharks in Game 2. Fans are encouraged to come on out and show support for these exciting matches in Marigot this coming Sunday. The Dominica Athletics Association is inviting athletes and sports fans to its development meet number 2, set for Sunday, January 11, beginning at 9 a.m. The meet will take place at the Geneva Playing Field in Granby, and it's open to athletes across multiple age groups, including under 11, under 13, under 15, under 17, under 20, and open categories. This development meet is designed to give young and upcoming athletes valuable competition experience while continuing to grow the sport of athletics across the island. Registration is just $1 per event, making it affordable and accessible for all participants. Athletes, coaches, and supporters are encouraged to come on out early and support local talent as they take to the track and field. Stay tuned for the weather report from the Dominica Met Service.
This has been EmoNews Nightly Package for January 9th, 2026. I am your presenter, Anna Benjamin.
And I'm Rick Francis.
That's the news for this evening.
Thank you for viewing.